Are you trying to buy one of the dope Supreme shirts coming out right now, but can't tell if it's real or fake? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to spot a fake Supreme shirt. Hey everybody, I'm Massimo. Welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars, fashion, lifestyle, the Show Me channel. Today, we're going to be going over this bad boy. Specifically, how to spot a fake one of these. You guys absolutely killing the support on these tutorial videos, so I figured just to continue on with Supreme t-shirts. Specifically, we're going to be going over photo t-shirts because these ones are the hot ones right now. The Playboi Carti tee, the Biggie Smalls tee, the Tyler the Creator tee, all those fun. So how do you tell a real versus fake? Well, before we get into it, be sure to like and share for that YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe. Any support would just be awesome. Now let's get right into this tutorial. Alrighty, so the first thing you want to do is just grab the t-shirt. Hold that thing in hand and inspect the quality. So these things are made out of 100% cotton. So if you're grabbing this t-shirt and it feels like Halloween costume material, great sign that it's a fake. Another thing you want to check real quick is the stitching. Zoom in on the collar here to kind of show you guys. I know it's a black t-shirt, so it's a little hard to see, but you want to check the stitching around the collar as well as the sleeve, making sure that's all fine and dandy. The stitching is not like the super best in the world, but it's decent enough to where if it's really out of line or out of place, you would notice. So yeah, I think I went a little too fast there, but yeah, just look at the collar and then look at the sleeves and then look at the seam. Alrighty, now let's actually go ahead and look at the photo art. So once again, these things are printed on pretty well on Supreme shirts. You want to take your hand and kind of like run it down the photo and kind of get a feel for it. Like, it should be a nice kind of like a very fine sandpaper. And then you want to check out the placement of the photo. So the thing you want to look for is really from the top of the collar to where the photo starts, making sure that is lined up pretty good, and then try to extend it and get a look for the sides. Make sure it's not too far to the left or too far to the right. Another good way you can tell real versus fake is the saturation of the photo. So real ones have really good and bright saturation, while fake ones have really dull saturation. So here's actually a good example of real versus fake right here. This one is the Buju Banton t-shirt. Came out a while ago, but as you can see, the fake one is, the colors are just very dull and muted, while the real ones, they're very bright and pronounced. Very good way to tell right there. Alrighty, so after we inspect the photo itself, making sure that, you know, the distance between the collar and where the photo starts is good, feel is good, all that stuff, and check the stitching. The last thing you want to check, and this one is a pain, is the tag right here, the collar tag. So get a good look at that, and like most of my videos, you're going to want to inspect the font sizing, the font spacing, and the font placement. Thing is though, these t-shirts have been around for a long time. People got really good at replicating them. I mean, I swear to God, it's like the minor things that will tell the difference. Usually I look at the H a lot. For some reason, like the connecting portion to the H gets messed up. But yeah, here's an example of real versus fake. The real one, the font is just the right thickness, spacing, all that. While the fake one actually tends to get worn and washed out, which is a really good sign of a fake Supreme t-shirt, is if the tag, the reds and stuff, are really washed out. That R is a big giveaway. A lot of people mess up that R. They just can't do it right and have it really thin sometimes, like this one is. And the placement on the Supreme box logo would be messed up. So sometimes I place that R too far down or have it really run up against the... Also on the fake one, it looks like the font is just a tad too thin. The way you can tell instantly, and this is just for the newer t-shirts, this is not for the older t-shirts, is the double stitching on the tag. So real Supreme t-shirts are gonna have double stitching on the tags themselves, while fake ones are just gonna have a singular. Alright, the next thing you want to do is check out the wash tag, which is this tag right here. And once again, this tag sucks for looking at real versus fake, but same deal. You want to check the quality of it, the font sizing, the font spacing, font thickness, all that good stuff. So here's an example of real versus fake. Once again, it looks really washed out, and I think just a little too thin there. And also the placement is a little jacked up with like the 100% cotton and stuff. Yeah, they look like they shifted it down a little too much. Yeah, that's really all you're gonna need to know for spotting a fake Supreme t-shirt. This last bit is kind of my personal advice, is to check out the seller. Ask the seller questions. Ask, hey, where'd you get the t-shirt? Why are you selling the t-shirt? Do you have any proof of purchase of the t-shirt? If this story that they're trying to tell you does not stay consistent or doesn't align right, it's a good sign that they're trying to lie to you and they're trying to sell you a fake, because that's what you try to do. You try to lie and be like, oh, I got this here, but I'm selling it because of this, and actually I really got this here, that kind of stuff. And yeah, if they actually have proof of purchase and the receipt looks fake, another good sign. But yeah, that's all you're gonna need to know to how to spot a fake Supreme shirt. What'd you guys think about it? Comment down below your opinion, like and share for that YouTube algorithm, and last but certainly not least, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.